Hello and welcome to day 12 of my 31 days of tarot. And today we have the quick and easy tarot, Tarot of Dreams, Steampunk Tarot, This Might Hurt Tarot, 5-cent Tarot, the Gendron Tarot, and the Seer Tarot. It's all the descriptions for the decks are below in the description box. And again, I am looking for questions to start practicing reading. Please contact me with a question. And if you don't specify, I will pick a deck that I want to work with. Or there's a list of decks. Give me the number or the name of the deck, and I'll do your reading with that. Okay, so we are gonna go with the Major Arcana. Again, I don't know, and I'm with the Justice card, I really didn't see a clear connection between the numbered Major Arcana and the Court cards. But I thought I'd be curious to see if they lined up, and if they didn't, well, now I know. But I'm just going like in a deck of cards, depending on which one. After 10, it's 11, 12, 13, 14. Or 13 in the case of an actual card deck, but there's 4 court cards for the most part. So here we go. We have the Hanged Man, in which each and every one of these cards has somebody hanging upside down. Or a bat, which you can argue, are they really upside down since they like to sleep that way? And you've got someone hanging upside down, like a Cirque du Soleil performer. Here, instead of a man, you have the usually the image used as a female archetype, a female statue. Love this lumberjack. Can't tell if he did that himself or was it a practical joke because tied him up in the trees, but it's very pretty. You got your steampunk being held by plants, which, you know, I think is ironic because in steampunk it's usually got the metal, and here the nature is kind of grabbing hold of him and holding them. Here I'm not sure if the beams are holding him that way. And here we also, all of these seem to indicate he's got a little starburst on the back of his head. He's got the starburst in the stained glass window behind him. They all show an illumination. So I'm going to say, though the Hangman at first, also they all, well, not all, that one and that one and that one, well, the traditional ones have the legs in a figure 4, which, you know, that's stability. That's the Emperor. But not in all of them. I don't know if a bat would do that. But I'm thinking because, and this guy's eyes are closed, he's actually just hanging out. None of them look upset about being hung upside down. In fact, it almost looks like some sort of weird Sherlock thing, you know, to get a different point of view. It looks absurd to those not knowing what they're doing. And the absurdity is probably part of it because it takes away the ability of using your normal faculties. And so you see things from a different light. Am I right? Oh, look at perspective. Letting go, pause, sacrifice. Well, yes, blood rush to your head is not fun. Oh, look at when it looks like he's just standing up when you put it the reverse. It almost looks like a standing bat, little Dracula. So resistance, delays, stalling, indecision. So, and our quick and easy, the card of contradictions. Confusing time ahead, do the opposite of what your instincts tell you to do. Peace of mind comes from making the decision. Put aside any selfish interest. It may be necessary to sacrifice in order to achieve success. Instead of trying to control situations, people, leave them alone. You know, that's good advice sometimes. But when do you decide it's good? Okay. So I kind of got that. I kind of didn't need the words. Some of the other ones, the letting go is kind of not really implied, because you think if you let go, you're going to fall. Here, they're not holding on, so they're letting go, but not really, because they're tied to the tree. So they're pretending to let go. Well, there. Let's get on to the next level. And after the Hangman comes, oh, look it, we're up to the Knights. So we've got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Wands here as well. And the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Matches. And here we have the Prince of Wands, not a knight. And the Knight of Wands. Let's see what it seems like. We'll see. Some of the court cards, well, actually these have a little more. But as the pages, princesses of the last one didn't really say a lot. You can kind of infer it because of the element. We've got fire and what comes from the fire element, but the pictures aren't as indicative as the other minor arcana cards had been. So I see action. You've got a knight on a dragon, and she's pulling her sword ready to fight. Motorcycle with the wand heading into, I like the fire flames. She's on fire in the drum circle for the dancing horse in the background. This is the only one where I don't really see action. I do see beams of light coming out of his head, but maybe a conquistador. Not really sure. I don't see action there. And the 5-cent tarot tends to be more playing cardish, but I do like the chess piece, which it says adventure, action. I don't know if you hear that sound behind me. It's my cat trying to get in the room. Adventure, action, energy, passion. Conversely, recklessness, impulse, anger. Okay. So adventure, but the flip side of adventure is recklessness if you don't take proper precautions. And yes, a male under 40. So basically your knight is 10 years older than your page and still a man. Yes, I'm doing that, I hope, with the proper amount of sarcasm in my voice. So confident, sexy, and seductive, attracted to women. Attractive to women. Why only women? I mean, if they're sexy and seductive, it seems like they'd be attractive to anyone. Full of energy, always in a rush, with a lot of nervous energy, excellent at starting a project, not good at maintaining things. Seeks constant change, impatient, passionate, temperament, enthusiastic, very emotional. Very emotional wands. Okay. So basically your knight of fire likes to start things and stirs it up and then leaves it for somebody else to clean up after them. Like a good knight, his or her job is to stir things up, go to war, and the king, queen, the diplomats come back later and clean things up. Okay. Action. Fire. Let's see what water brings us. Get our cups. Brings us seahorses, apparently. I need to get a cup of wine. Keep seeing the wine. Oh, I love this. Got his coffee. Seahorse, huh? Matching seahorse. I raise you another seahorse. And we got a Prince of Cups. Oh, look at this guy. So I guess that's the night. That's the other one had a horse. This had a horse because it's the night thing. And water. So we've got seahorses. And because it's water, there's emotion. I like that this still indicates, well, not really movement. Because the steam on his, in a way, you think it's moving because both feet are up. But that coffee steam is not moving anywhere. But there's an indication of movement. Got his coffee, going somewhere. Not in a complete rush, but going to get things done. Here, perfectly looks capable. I'll get to it when I'm going to get to it. This one, this was all about romance. He's got his flowers and he's going, yep, I know what I'm looking for. I'm going out and I'm going to get it. But I'm going to be so smooth you won't know that I'm actually on the attack because I'm so smooth. So the traditional looks like this is pretty much the same direction. This looks something like, Romeo, where no, that would be Juliet. He's looking up at his Juliet. Romeo. 5 cent tarot, what do you say? Charmer. Yeah, that right there. Proposal, romance. And inversely, heartache, jealousy, just moods. Well, of course moods, it's water. Okay, like hook, line, and sinker. And our traditional, male under 40. I'm just going to skip over that. Romantic and calm nature. Well, that's here. Coffee, but calm, not really. Makes decisions with his heart, thinks carefully before acting and speaking, sensitive to others, well-educated, idealistic, persuasive, possible invitation or proposition, in love, he is considerate and generous. All those. So I pretty much get that. The male under 40 part doesn't work well for that, or this one really, because I can't tell what the gender is. And seahorses, so if I understand correctly, male seahorses are the child bearers. So these would be female seahorses because they'd be the bigger ones that would actually go to war. Seriously, these would not be male seahorses. So really check your male part. So Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords, Knight of Needles, Prince of Swords. Ooh, I like that Knight of Swords. Lots of action here. Got your birds again, still keeping the birds that they've been doing. But running into action, it's gonna get on there, it's gonna go. This Prince of Swords, I can't tell if that's just an effect or looks kind of like blood, but I don't think it's supposed to, but he's got wings. So Ascension. This one, action, motorcycle, like these motorcycles are going. There's lots of speed here. Flying horse. We're going to up. Didn't this one have a horse? No, I had a dragon. This is going to take the horse and it's got wings. This one also has lots of speed. No horse here. Looks like, but going so fast doesn't even have the scabbard for the sword. She's just got her sword pretending it's in a scabbard, and when she pulls it out, she's going to slice her hands. Don't tell her that, but got the Zeppelins in the background. Again, Zeppelins, bad choice for pointy objects. So, Unstoppable. Okay, I don't know if Unstoppable, I get that with that one. Action hero, yes. Courage. And inversely, I'm really liking the 5 cent tarot little words. Unpredictable, aimless, impulsive. I can get that. Unpredictable and unstoppable. Don't get that from here. Let's see. Conceals his emotions, has a military demeanor, disciplined, supremely confident, has courage and a good heart. Okay, that works with all those. I'm gonna have to read the description for the Prince of Swords because it's... I'm not getting that... I'm saying because actually if I'd read up on this, I would have switched it. The prince, this would have been the princess, not the prince. So Prince of Swords is agile, dexterity, discreet, and the princess should have been here. So I should have looked into that. I do apologize. Let me... Whoop. That one should be there. And yeah, I could redo the 11s, but I'm not. But I will make the change because they also put queens at the top and kings below. So this this deck very specifically switches the order. So it goes queen, king, princess, prince. So I will change that. And I do get that a little more now. Whereas the other one, the agile, did go with the 11 much better. So this, though not quite, I still get like these two. I get an action, a flight, ready to take off. Okay, one more. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins. Sorry, I'm gonna... Now that I know, I need to go get the right card. Because essentially, these cards should have gone with this one. Princess of Wands, Princess of Cups. But I'm not going to go back and redo my old one because that's what I knew at the time. And my reading is to try to figure out what it says to me and go from there. What does this teach us, class? At least look at what the instructors, people who made the cards, intended. Okay. Not very little action here. You got a horse without wings. You got a veteran of the wars. He's got his stuff. He's not walking fast, but he will get there. He's got what, greens growing out of his helmet. He's put on weight. He's sitting still on his motorcycle. He's a farmer maybe with his motorcycle on the weekend looking out at his farm. Seahorse again with a belly. I've never seen a seahorse like that, so maybe that is a male seahorse and he's pregnant. Here we have the Princess of Pentacles going through the fields, and you've got another Knight of Pentacles walking with his horse, walking, pentacles behind him, looking pretty sedate. So what do we got? Responsibility, patience, accomplishment. Conversely, rut and routine, boredom, stagnation. Okay. So here, kind of responsibility, I feel like there's a spirit trying to be responsible for the younger spirit. He's looking at his accomplishments. That I got that from here. This, I felt responsibility. Somebody knew what he was doing, but not quick. This, you just gotta know. I mean, I don't get any of that just from... If you gave me this image, I wouldn't know this from just any old knight playing card. And the quick and easy says, works hard. His job is the center of his life. That's this one right here. Financially successful, patient, and extremely focused. Still get that. This one too, because he's got his Evel Knievel motorcycle. Traditional values of hard work and public service, ethical, conservative, realistic, and down to earth. Follows through and keeps his word. Underestimated by most people. Yeah, I get that for this one. Not sure. I really haven't met any seahorses in person. Okay. This was our 12s. I don't think necessarily that the Major Arcana card, but I could be wrong. Let me know. I was just looking for reasons to put them all together. So thank you again. Leave your comments. I'd be interested to hear how good or bad I've done. Have a great day.